Rising. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. This morning, I want to talk about fear, okay? So, fear, I'm sure y'all have heard that. What is that called? An acronym? FEAR stands for false evidence appearing real. I don't know who coined that acronym, but it's actually really, really accurate. I feel like from the time we're born to present moment, this society and world programs us to be fearful of things. Fearful of going places, fearful of not fitting in, fearful of, so many things, so many things. And I feel like fear is the main thing that holds most people back from really living their lives and just experiencing shit. Because there's a difference between living and just existing. And a large majority of people are just existing. I mean, for various reasons, but I definitely feel like fear plays a part in people not really living their lives. And I mean, I'm not saying all that to say that I don't have fears. I do. But I feel like how I deal with fear is different. Like, I don't give into it. Or I try not to give into it. If I'm in a situation where I feel like, I don't know, or I don't know, like, normally I will push myself to do it. Because I feel like that gray shaded area is just fear holding me back. One of the ways you could deal with fear, getting over fear, is just recognizing that you're in a fearful moment when it's happening, and then rationalizing what you're really fearful about. Kind of like that question, if I did this, what's the worst that could happen? If I did this, what can I lose? What do I have to lose? I used to be a very fearful person before I got into the BDSM lifestyle. Scared to go places, scared to do things, scared about what people might think. And I put that last because that really is last, because I've always been a little bit of a type of person to be like, fuck you, I don't care what you think. But I learned that fear definitely is just in your mind unless it's rational. And I don't know what y'all learned in school about rational fear, but the really only rational ones are ones that, like, being afraid of heights, they said, is rational, because what you're really afraid of is falling, and falling could kill you. So if you have a fear of something that could kill you, then that makes sense to be fearful, because you could die. But outside of that, fearing people's opinions, fearing certain things, it doesn't make sense. I have friends who have said to me, I don't want to do this because I'm scared of what people might say about me, or might think about me, or whatever. And my rebuttal to that is, do you understand that other people's opinions of you is really not your business? Like, we're not supposed to know what other people's opinions are of us. That shit's supposed to be private. We're not living in a day and age where it's like that, but you're not supposed to know what people really think about you. And the second part of that is, so people are talking about you, you're worried about what they're going to say and how you're going to look or whatever, and what they're going to say. To that I say, do you know that every time you walk down the street in a public place, there is somebody looking at you, having thoughts about you, talking shit about you, or possibly saying good things about you? You never know. The whole point is, people are going to talk about you and think about you regardless. And most of the times, you're not even going to fucking know what those people are thinking about you or talking about you. So that goes to say, why give a fuck? Like, why give a fuck? Because, I mean, it's a natural thing. Like, People naturally have opinions. People naturally have shit to say. People naturally have thoughts about everything that they encounter. As soon as your eyes look at something, you have an opinion. I just want people to realize that you can't put yourself in a box that people create for you. You can't live your life saying, I'm not going to do this because so-and-so is going to feel this way about it, or I'm not going to do this because so-and-so is going to say this about it. Like, you know, I always talk about my 3F rule. If you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, I really don't give a fuck what you have to say. My bad, 4 Fs. But it's really true. It sounds like crass and like vulgar or whatever, which I don't care about that either. But it's the facts. If you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, why do I need to give a fuck about what you feel about me? 5 Fs. So when you adopt that type of thought process, it stops you from holding yourself back. I think back on my life and the things that if I would have said, oh, I'm too scared to do this, where it would have put me. Like, and I'm so glad I didn't say I'm too scared to do this. Like, you know, I've just always been that type of person that I just, if I'm not happy about something in my life, if things aren't going the way I want them to go, I just can't stay in that space. Like, being where I'm at right now, living as long as I have, is driving me absolutely nuts because I like to move. I like changes of scenery. I like, you know, changes of life. I enjoy those things. And I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm set in my ways. I enjoy my life the way it is. Like, and I get that. Consistency is comfortable. But you could still have some forms of consistency in your life without being humdrum or boring, okay? Like, the consistency you need, you can give yourself. Get up in the morning and have a regimen that you do every morning. Simple things like that. You know, but what you do with your life and how you move and where you go, that should be fun. Like, that should be not something to be afraid of. And I feel like the world, society will have you in a position of always being afraid and just be comfortable with living in the rat race and not really going anywhere, not really seeing anything. And, you know, another thing we fear comes down to money, because I feel like people feel like they can't do shit if they don't have money. Let me tell you something. There are 40 million ways to make money, probably more than that. And, it's all about just seeking that shit out, the knowledge on how to do it. Like, these young people out here, y'all need to talk to them. They know how to make money. I forget who said it, but I just saw this quote this morning from some billionaire dude, pretty famous dude. But you know me, I don't care. I don't follow famous people. I just know he's a billionaire. He said some shit like, anybody can become an expert or a master at something just by watching YouTube these days. And that's the fucking truth. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube, bro. Like, you can learn how to be on YouTube. Like, like, you don't have to go to college now to learn shit. You don't have to go to trade school to learn shit. Like, there's so much knowledge at the tip of your fingers. That's different than how it was when I grew up. You actually had to pick up a book and read and go to school and shit. You don't have to do that now. You can literally become a millionaire by learning how to do something on YouTube. You just have to apply yourself. So the fear of money shouldn't be a thing either. If you can apply yourself, you can make money. Money does help to have things, you know, to be able to go to places you want to go and do the things you want to do. But still, you can start off on a small scale. You can't do an international trip, then do a national trip. I'm pretty sure a lot of us haven't even been most places in the United States. So there's always something you could do. You can't do a national trip. Do a little road trip in your state to a different part of your state you've never been to and go see it. Like, there's just so much life to live and so many things to do. Don't let fear hold you back. Remember what that guy said, fear, false evidence appearing real. It's true. You know, our mind is a powerful thing. If you can get in your own head and get control of your thoughts and your spirituality, your emotions, your mental state, and all them things, you could be unstoppable. You could do anything that you want to do. But living in fear is just not going to get it. You're just not going to get it. And you're going to constantly be feeling stuck and agitated and stressed and anxietal and all that type of shit. But anyway, that was my message for you guys today. Like, don't be scared. Live your life, boo-boo. I ain't scared. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go to the plantation as per usual. Say, I have to run that back. But I hope you guys have a great day. Hope things go smoothly for you today and is blessed and productive. If you like this show, you want to see more like it, please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until we meet again, smooches.